Hi guys and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today and for signing up to DIY Design Tribe. In this tutorial, we're going to be going through how to upload your own inspiration photo into an online free tool that will help draw colors from that photo and give you a start in your branding endeavors and get you some cohesiveness across your social media. And even if you're still having to do your logo and all that kind of thing, this will help you nail down your colors and exactly what look and feel you're going for. Right, so I'm just going to turn my screen around so that you can actually see. Okay. Right, you're going to navigate to a website called coolors.co. It's COOLORS.co. Once you're there, if there's any pop-ups, just X out of them and come up to this top bar here where it says more. And you're going to select that, and then the second one, pick palette from photo. It's just thinking. Right, so that's uploading. I am a pretend photographer today, and I am going to pick an image that accurately represents my business. I feel like it's got the right values and that. So let's just upload this, navigate to where it is on your desktop or in your documents, and then upload it. Wow, right? Okay, so once it's open there, you can see I've decided to go for a beautiful bouquet as inspiration. I'm a South African photographer. I've gone for indigenous, beautiful flowers. So that's where I want to draw my inspiration from. My ideal target customer is a woman. She will be the one looking for me to start with. She will be either a bride or a mother. So you need to be very clear on who you are targeting and who your ideal customer is before you even start this process. Right, so when it opens up, there's an automatic palette generated here. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be exactly what you want from your photograph. So if you put your mouse on the big circle, you can drag it around the photo and you'll see the corresponding color changing as you move around the photograph. So my first color, I want to be a nice deep pink. It's going to be one very dark color is always good because you will use that as high contrasting for your lighter colors. And on your website, when you're using more than 2 colors, you need a range of colors. So that very dark one is for me the right one. And then I want to find a nice light pink that complements it. So it needs to be the right sort of shade. And something like that, even slightly brighter like that, I really like. Okay, I'm not loving this black, definitely not the right look I'm going for, so I'm going to try and find also something probably dark, but well, green to start with. I'll do the dark green here because that's not quite the right green. So you want colors that go together. I'm just thinking that possibly my lighter green is too lime. This is going to take time, guys. You know, you are going to be very, very picky about which shade you get. And if you look, it's picking up each pixel. So the options are endless. There's millions. So I'm going to go back to my light green. And I'm just going to change it slightly. I want a lighter green, but I don't want it so lime. So if you see there, that's a completely different shade, even though it's lighter than this one. And then the brown, I'm not fanatical about either. So I want to be in the bridal realm. So I'm going to go with this whitish cream, and it's actually got a green undertone if you look at it very carefully. Right, now, just to make my palette look a bit more pleasing to the eye, I'm going to drag the lighter colors to the middle and the darker colors are on the outside. If you would like another color, you just click the plus sign. And similarly, if you want to only have 4 colors, you can minus it out. This is totally up to you, but like I say, if you're doing a logo, you're probably only using 2, maybe 3 colors in this palette. And if you're doing a website, you can use all these colors because you can have different panels on your website, your fonts, photographs that you can draw from. So these 5 do not mean you have to use all 5 all the time. They are just so that you have the options. And if you have a designer or something like that later on, they will be very happy that you've got a very cohesive palette that they can then draw from. So once you're happy, you're going to come and select export, this big blue box. And this box is going to pop up. You're going to click on image. Give your palette a name, and you can leave it as hex. That's fine. And click export. So depending on your browser, I get a little box here on the left-hand side. Some people on the top right, it downloads. It just depends on what you're on. And if you open up the screen, it's going to show you your color palette. And these numbers are your hex numbers. So these are the numbers that you then put into a online design tool like Canva so that you get your cohesiveness across your brand. So every time you use the pink, you're either using your dark one or your light one, and it's not sometimes a baby pink, sometimes a neon pink, and similarly with the green. So you're going to keep these colors, and these you're going to write this down, you're going to put them in the notes of your phone, you're going to save it somewhere so that you always have the same colors regardless of where you go. And if you ever have anything printed, you can give these to your printer and it also prints it out the right color. So they are essential. Save this somewhere, download this, well, it will be downloaded now, and then send it to your phone as well so that you've always got it on hand. Right, let me just come back to this. There we go. Okay, thank you guys. I hope you got some value out of that tutorial. This is my computer version of the tutorial. I've done a mobile version as well. I understand that some entrepreneurs do not have access to a computer all the time, and when you do, you don't really want to be spending your 1 hour in the internet cafe learning how to get a color. So use the mobile phone version. It's very accurate and it also gives you the exact same results. So it's very great. It's very good. Thank you guys. Please feel free to jump on Facebook and join our private Facebook group. It's DIY Design Tribe, and there are lots of other tips and info on there for you. So yes, thank you very much again for joining us, and see you soon.